Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your monthly reading for July 2023. This is for Virgo, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading, Virgo. I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your readings. Now, Virgo, here's the thing. If you saw my last week's reading, well, if you saw it, you know that it was great. And I love where you're at. I love where you're at right now, Virgo. You know that I said July is very different from June, okay? June was like planting seeds, all these like wonderful aspects. Take advantage of these moments. July, exciting. July is exciting. It's chock full of opportunities. It's all about friends. It's all about fun. It's all about success, wealth, radical. It's a radical month, okay? It's a month of empowerment, and you're gonna love it. I absolutely love this month. Now, I'm gonna tell you why this is such a great month, okay? First things first is, my dog woke up, and she is now going to get off the floor. So let me get her down. All right. So, Virgo, the first thing that happened is, remember a few weeks ago I was talking about that Jupiter sextiling Saturn? Well, that happened on June 19th, okay? And that was a big deal, all right? It's corresponding to the great conjunction that we had December 21st, 2020. Now, Jupiter and Saturn, listen, they meet up every 20 years. It's, okay, so without even getting too deep into it, they are buddies right now. They're having a ball. They're up in the sky, fist bumping. This is absolutely amazing. This is absolutely amazing, and it's so nice. And what it's doing, it's you're becoming a little bit more like you're tapping within a little bit more, getting a little bit more wiser. Tapping into that deeper knowledge, building that confidence. A lot of other aspects that are really supporting that as well. It's a lot about fertility and growth as well. But it's just magical is what it is. It's really magical. And so, I mean, I've been saying, like, just wait until January 2024 when they're going to be like 2 degrees away from each other. It's pretty crazy. But it's such a nice month, okay? It's a really nice month. And I've been saying in the other readings, think of, I don't know if you remember the movie Dirty Dancing at the end of the scene when Jennifer Grey is on the stage and Patrick Swayze comes in. So Jennifer Grey is Jupiter, okay? Patrick Swayze is Saturn. She can't do that dance without Patrick Swayze. He swoops in, does the dance. They nail it, okay? Very magical moment. Something that is just memorable, unforgettable. That's what July is going to be like, because this month is life-changing, and I want you to think of like Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze doing that famous dance underwater, because Saturn is in Pisces, okay? So in a water sign, we love, and I've always been saying it's Saturn, a lot nicer in Pisces, a lot more fluid than when it was in Aquarius and in Capricorn, right? Because it rules both planets. So it was a little bit harder 2018 till 2023. It could have been a little bit challenging for a lot of different people, but it's finally in Pisces, and so it's very harmonious, this aspect, and it's just so beautiful. But what makes it beautiful is the other aspects that are happening now. The next thing that's happening this month, if you're into astrology, you already know what I'm going to say. Venus is going retrograde, okay? Venus is going retrograde July 22nd. Now, we all know that Mercury retrograde is it's different than a Venus retrograde, okay? Venus retrogrades in the same sign every 8 years. Okay, every 8 years. So a lot of the similarities from 2015 may come up, okay? It's really interesting. So think about that. Or the last time Venus was retrograde in Leo, a former boss came back to me and asked me to work for them again. It's really interesting how these things play out. So keep that in mind. Remember, Venus retrograde is in Leo. So all of this is matters of the heart, all right? Very different from Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is, a up here, Mercury's your ruling planet too, right? So communication, but this is all about the heart. This is all about your passions, what you desire, love, money too. Think about Venus, right? Sex, beauty, all of that. Retrogrades, you're reconsidering things, reassessing things, reevaluating things. So we're going to talk a lot about that later, but what makes this really interesting, what makes this super interesting is that we know by now Pluto is retrograde, Saturn and Neptune are retrograde, both in Pisces, by the way. And now Venus is going retrograde. So that's literally half the solar system in retrograde. Now, retrogrades, sure, Mercury retrograde can be challenging, but these retrogrades are nice because what it's doing is it's lifting the veil for you to see a lot more clearly in terms of what you want, okay? What you want moving forward in terms of matters of the heart. Literally, I mean, the spotlight's on you at this point, okay? With the Venus retrograde, the spotlight's on you. All right, think about Leo. They shine, right? So, because Venus is retrograde in Leo, all right? So I absolutely love this for you. And it is going to be a lot of spirituality for a lot of y'all Virgos, all right? Because Jupiter in Taurus is in your 9th house of spirituality, all right? Higher mind, your philosophies, your belief system, but then Venus and Leo is in your 12th house, okay? Your subconscious, intuition. That was a big thing for y'all last week. So I absolutely love this for y'all. The other thing is, it's really this month is thinking about rethinking your path forward. All right. That's what these retrogrades are doing to help you think about moving forward in your path forward. And again, Venus retrograde is a big thing. It's a big thing. All right. It's going to be until, September. Okay. So Venus is going to be, so it starts in July up until September, and it's going to square is it September? August 9th. We'll get to that in August, but that's just, I'm going to give you that's one of the examples of when squares are good, okay? And I'm going to talk about that later. But this month, I want you to ask yourself, well, here's the funny thing. With what's happening for you, Virgo, particularly, I don't even have to say this. You will most likely ask yourself this month, what are some things in my life that I need to change? What are some things that I am going to change? What are the things that, how do I want to be seen? Okay. What do I, even physically, right? Because Venus is beauty too, right? How do I want to be seen? Maybe I don't like the way that I'm seen in this light, or maybe I need a little bit more attention here. But in any case, this is the month where you are going to take action to be seen. Okay. For everything that you are should be known for everything that you've worked hard for. This is a life-changing month, and you know, if you are a subscriber, you know that I try to avoid saying life-changing, but this is because it's so dramatic, but this is it. This is a very life-changing month, and one of the other reasons why it's a life-changing month, not only because all those aspects are happening, the lunar nodes are changing, and we're going to talk about that later, but North node moving into Aries, okay? South node moving into Libra. This is huge. All right? So these nodes, like the North node, it's your destiny, okay? Your life purpose, it's your calling. And so your destiny is changing this month. All right? So this is a huge, absolutely huge month. I did say from the very beginning, okay? Very beginning, that this month is going to be radical, okay? And I mean that in every sense of the word, okay? Now, and if you're a subscriber, you know I like to talk about the etymology of certain words. Now, radical, the etymological root of radical is root. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Isn't that amazing? And so when we trace the word all the way through the 14th century, when tarot came out, radical, like, it naturally evolved to being, like, figuratively, like, fundamental, right? Change or action that you take that affects the, you know, the fundamental nature of something that needs to be changed. A lot of independence energy there, a lot of like kind of like departing from like traditions, but that's what this entire month is, with all these aspects. And so if you are not a subscriber, if you are new to my channel, after I do your spread, I break it down week by week. And so I pull a lot more cards, so stick around to the end. And because there's a lot happening this month. There's absolutely a lot happening this month. There's so many aspects. Like, Virgo, I haven't even talked about the fact that Mars is moving into your sign, okay? Mars is moving into your sign on July 11th. I haven't even talked about the fact that we have a full moon in Capricorn, okay? We have a full moon in Capricorn in your 5th house, okay? That is pleasure, all right? This is I'm not, and then at the end of the month, Mercury is moving into your sign, Virgo. Mercury is moving into your sign, your ruling planet. So I absolutely love that for you. It is going to be an absolutely huge month. Okay, it's going to be a huge month. I went, and I'm just going to give you a heads up now. I'm just going through my notes because there's so much happening this month that Mercury does go retrograde in August. Okay, it goes into retrograde the day we move into your sign. All right, so keep that in mind if you want to plan ahead. But again, I'm going to break down everything that's happening week by week at the end of this reading. So let's go ahead and get started. Virgo, let's see what's going on for you for July 2023. Again, this is for Virgo Sun and rising. I know a lot of people think that I'm saying sun and rising, but it's my accent. If you want to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other placements, you are absolutely welcome to. And that's it, Virgo. We got to get started. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's see what's going on for you for July 2023. Now, Virgo, like I said earlier, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. It really does give the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Virgo, if you are a cross watcher, you notice I got my haircut in between signs, reading signs. I got my summer haircut. That's another thing. When Venus is retrograde, don't do anything beauty-wise, okay? And if you're into, a lot of y'all may already know that when Venus is retrograde, because it does rule beauty, you don't want to make drastic changes to your look, because it's just something that you could ultimately regret, like doing like a drastic haircut or, even plastic surgery or whatnot. But you want to avoid Venus retrograde dates. All right, so let's get started. Virgo, whoa. Okay. You're amazing, Virgo. You're amazing. Look at this. Let's get started. You got the Chariot. You're blazing forward, okay? It's not even a question here. You're blazing forward. Things are moving fast for you. Things are happening for you. This is the Chariot. If you, by now, you should, because I know that this card's come up in a couple of your readings. 2023 is a year of 7. 7 is introspection. 7 is such a special number, okay? But the Chariot, Charioteer he's found that willpower, that self, determination to move forward, to just go, okay? A lot of balance energy. I know that was a big thing in your last reading, your last weekly reading. This is, you can see there's no reins to in this card whatsoever, okay? You see the two sphinxes, they have that like cloud of mystery around them, but it's like that duality, but it's like balancing those two polar opposites dualities. So two things here, it doesn't matter which way they'd go, right? Because you're in charge. Secondly, it's your mind, all right? That's the reins. And so I absolutely love this for you. You are in a really good headspace. You're moving forward. He's actually moving forward from any challenges, any obstacles. You also notice he has a magician's baton. He's got the slivers of the moon on his shoulders. So it's like through the hero's journey, through the fool's journey, right? Through your journey, it's like you keep learning. You're learning a lot. You're learning a lot about yourself too. As you move forward, the things that you want, you're leaving those things that have been holding you back. And just like the Charioteer here, which is number 7, remember the Magician, card 1, the slivers of the moon from the High Priestess, card 2, you even see the lingam and the yoni, 6, the city from the emperor. It's like throughout the journey he's learning through every step, okay? I love this for you. But look at this, in the heart of your spread, you got the 8 of Wands. And so not only are you moving forward, things are going to move forward fast for you this month. July, I said, is an exciting month. There's a lot of excitement with this card. It's only one of 2 cards in all of tarot where there's no figure, no person. It's just 8 wands just zipping through the air, zipping through the air. I absolutely love this for you. This is very interesting. I'm going to talk about something later, but this card is ruled by Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is, it's ruling your 4th house, home, family matters, relationships, all of that. So children as well. And so there could be a lot of movement in July. That's just like boom. Okay. Really, really like things are happening. Things are happening, especially when you think about Saturn and Pisces. Saturn and Pisces is in your 7th house, so there's a lot of partnership activity that's been on your mind, whether it is, love related, whether it is, work related as well, like boss, or, if you're an entrepreneur partnering with something else, or like a colleague, but also like, with, looking at your entire spread, a lot of this is, again, just like spiritual journey for you, but that Sagittarius energy is strong. And it really could be like even partnership with like a real estate agent, like, or like an agent, with Jupiter in Taurus in your 9th house, publishing. So it could be like a book agent too. Anyway, things are just going to move fast for you, and you see all the wands. Think of them as arrows, because Sagittarius is the archer, right? So think of them as arrows. They're all aligned perfectly, all right? They're not going this way and that way. They're aligned. So everything is aligning for you and quickly. Fast moving. This is fast moving, all right? So it's almost like things are going to move fast for you. Don't slow things down. And I'm doubling down on that, because you got Temperance in your challenge area. All right. Temperance literally means self-restraint. Okay. And when it comes in your challenge area, challenging the 8 of Wands, it's like it's like getting in the way of your own, of like everything that's happening for you. All right. So take a step back and enjoy the ride. Okay. Don't try to force anything. Don't try to push anything. This is a card of balance as well, but it's in your challenge area. Okay. And this card is ruled by Sagittarius. All right. So that is just something to keep in mind, because remember, Sagittarius is in your 4th house of home, domestic sector, family, children, relationships. So anything like that could resonate with a lot of, Virgos, especially if you are Virgo rising. But yeah, this is big. It's almost like some of y'all are looking for, maybe looking for a new home, or even a place to live, or even like material possessions, like a car. But with Temperance in your challenge area, don't try to force anything, okay? Especially with these planets retrograde, all right? Everything that is meant to happen will come, all right? Everything that's meant to happen will come, but just don't try to force anything right now. You have an interesting spread. I'm not going to lie, because I'm going to get to your future in a second, but you pulled your own card. The Hermit ruled by Virgo. Now, we know the Hermit has a very different connotation now than it did back in the 14th century, back in medieval times. People trekked for miles to see the Hermit, because it's full of sage wisdom and knowledge, okay? Hey, that's the Hermit. It's like he's the, like the Yoda, right? He's the Yoda. He's the Robin Williams of Dead Poet Society. Now, listen, the Hermit, this is someone who has made a lot of achievements, who's climbed the top of the mountain. He wants to know what's next. He wants to see what's next for him. It's got the little lantern light. You can only see so far with lantern light, right? Where is all that light? Where are all the answers? It's inside you, okay? Remember, the Hermit has that deep sacred knowledge. He has that wisdom. In fact, Gray and Tarot's wisdom. Look at this card. It is all gray. Okay. And so you have definitely been going through some spiritual downloads. Okay. Very intuitive, like getting in touch with your intuition. I absolutely love that for you. So stick with that. Stay with your intuition. Trust your intuition. So intuition is everything. Okay. It's when you see all those like synchronicities and you, it makes you more patient and less anxious, and it's like you see all those like winks from the universe. It's intuition is everything, but you're good. I mean, You got the Nine of Cups, okay? You got the Nine of Cups. So I absolutely love this for you. Nine of Cups. I hope my thing just beeped and I'm turning this off. Okay, so Nine of Cups. You got the Hermit and the Nine of Cups in the root of your spread. There you go. This is the Wish Come True card. This is the card of satisfaction. Didn't you get this in your last read? Enlightenment. Look at the cups arranged over his head. That's a lot of enlightenment, okay? When I say the card of satisfaction, like he's happy. Things are going to be really good for you in July. Things are going to be really good for you in July. You're going to get the things that you want. Again, genie in bottle. This is like when I say wish come true, it's like, hello, wish come true. Also, remember we are in Cancer season right now for the first few weeks, and that still is your 11th house. So not only your social network, groups you belong to, organizations you belong to, you may have been thinking about that recently. You may be thinking about that this month, but it's also your hopes and wishes, okay? A lot of the things that you've been hoping for and wishing for, all right? It's absolutely amazing. I absolutely love this for you. And then here we go. In your future, you got the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man, this is all about surrendering those things that no longer serve you well, okay? Making that sacrifice to see things in a whole new way, whole new perspective. That's what's happening this month. When I break it down week by week and tell you what's happening every week this month, it's going to blow your mind. Like, everything's changing. This is a life-changing month, okay? This is a life-changing card. This card comes right before the Death card, which is all about transformation. And before you go through that moment, you have to make that surrender. You have to sacrifice those things that no longer serve you well, okay? Moving into this next chapter in your life, you can see he's done that. You see the halo around his head. Speaking of enlightenment, you've gotten a lot of it here. You've gotten a lot of it here, okay? You see the smile on his face. He put himself here, okay? This is bringing that order, too, before you go through. You see his legs crossed in a 4, okay? 4 is all about order. It's all about stability. Think about 4 legs of a table, okay? Think about, well, they don't have think about 4 sphinxes if you saw the 2 in the back. Think about four tires on a car, okay? Stability. 4 legs of a table, but even still, this is really, really you having this new perspective, which is what this month is all about. What are the changes that I have to make in my life to go after the things that I want, to let those things that I want in, to be really, reach my path to enlightenment. That is what's going to happen this month, and you just got the Hanged Man, which is absolutely amazing, okay? Absolutely amazing that you got the Hanged Man. Because another thing about the Hanged Man is you see that he's coming your future, okay? And if we think about, one thing that I pointed out is you do see that his legs are crossed in a 4. You can't really tell his arms are crossed in a 3 as well, but that's a little bit more significant, especially for me, because he's 12, okay? 1, 2 equals 3, so you have 2 3s here. 3 is all about creation. 3 is all about the birth of new things. Okay, and for a lot of y'all, this is going to have to do with relationships again. You have to remember Saturn is in Pisces in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships, and the Hanged Man is ruled by Neptune, and Neptune is in Pisces. So this is really interesting. This is very interesting. But even if that doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. If it's not partnership related, if it's not relationship related in any way, it's just really expanding your horizons, opening your mind to all these possibilities, to this big transformation that you want to embrace in your life. Love it. I love it, Virgo. Let's get to your stuff. Virgo, if you like this reading, by the way, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Really, really, I love hearing from y'all. It does help my channel grow. And if you are a subscriber, you know I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I wouldn't be here without you. So I really do appreciate it. And I am very grateful. And wow, your life is going to change. Oh. Virgo, this is it. Your life is going to change. Oh my goodness. 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 Okay, let me look at the time real quick. 24 minutes. Okay, I can do this. All right. So I'm trying to, my readings have gone really long. And I thought with this, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is easy. I don't need clarifiers. Everything's going to be good. I can get this in under 40 minutes. But, oh my God. Yeah, okay. So, when I say your life is going to change, this is an understatement, Virgo. And I know that, like, oh God, let's just do it. Okay, you see what's happening here? Ten of Pentacles. Now, yeah, you've got me speechless, Virgo. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, you're good. You're good. You're absolutely good. This is everything. Okay, think about the tree of life, the 10th Sephira, where we've entered the physical realm. This is money, wealth. It's raining pentacles. Look, in the form of the tree of life. This is huge. Look at all the harvest. Look at all the abundance. Look how big the castle is. This is you made it. This is the you made it card. This is legacy. Again, this is a lot of family energy. There's a lot of family energy that I'm picking up for y'all, but also it's showing up in your chart too as well. Okay, it's a thing for y'all, especially after that full moon in Sagittarius. But anyway, let's just keep going. 10 is the end of the cycle. Okay, 10 is the end. You see that you got 10, 10, 10. When I say your life is changing, your life is changing. 10, 1, 0 equals 1, new beginning. This is a life-changing month for you, okay? So these pentacles, this is money, wealth. This is also your physical reality. Pentacles are your physical reality. They're earthbound. And so you're good. You're good. You're absolutely good. Keep your eyes on the prize. Do everything from your heart, okay? Everything from your heart and that intuition. And you can have all of this. You can have all of this. Like, you're absolutely good, all right? You are definitely entering a brand new, like, it's definite here. Definite. Okay, so one other thing I'm going to point out, something that not a lot of readers point out. You see the checkered wall in the back? So that really represents the next dimension, a higher dimension. So your readings have been like very spiritually like driven. And you know, like in super string theory, there are 10 dimensions, right? 10. You're entering like when I say you're entering this next phase, it's like you're entering this. It's like a new you. It's like a new, like this new phase in your life isn't even a phase. It's a not even a chapter. It's the next book that you're writing. If your life was a trilogy, I mean, this is huge. This is absolutely huge because you also got the Wheel of Fortune. You got the Wheel of Fortune ruled by Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter in Taurus is in your ninth house. So this is the card of good luck. This is a card of karma. All right. This is a card of the gods above looking down at you and saying that Virgo really earned their karma points at this point. We're going to fast track them, their path to destiny. All right. This is absolutely amazing. Remember that I said this card is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is in Taurus. It's in your ninth house of spirituality. Your belief system, your philosophies, also higher education. Some of y'all may be going back to school. Some of y'all may be learning new things. Some of y'all may be, it's also long distance travel as well and publishing. Okay. So writing a book, I mean, like if you are writing a book, oh my goodness, this is your year. All right. Or if you're a magazine writer or anything that has to do with publishing, starting a website, but you see that the Hanged Man came with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this transformative, like you are going through a very like I don't even know what to say, but it's a very transformative. Your life is changing because this card is game changing, and again, 10, 1, 0 equals 1, new beginning. So this wheel, karmic wheel, is always turning. Okay, so always work with your karma. I know I said that in your last reading, but it looks like you have. You're good. Virgo, you're good. You're great. You're legend. This is legendary, actually. I've never had. This is. Let's just keep going. Okay. So another thing I'm going to point out is that you see the four fixed signs in the corners of the wheel here, bringing all that stability, right? But you also see. I'm going to show you something here. These old alchemical symbols of mercury, sulfur, salt. Mercury, sulfur, salt, air. Here, okay. So it's the building block, like the building blocks of life. It's that foundation. It's that structure. It's that it's creation coming right after the Hangman, which I said was three, was really significant with the Hangman, the birth of new things. Like this is, you have a lot of luck on your side moving forward because look at what's happening here. Look across the cross. You have the Chariot, you have the Eight of Wands, you have the Hangman, and the Wheel of Fortune. Things are going to move fast for you. Things are going to go in your way. That you're going to have this brand new perspective, and a lot of y'all are going to want these life changes. Okay, yeah, it's clear as day here. Now you got the Ten of Swords. Okay, this where it falls in your spread. Again, another 10. Where it falls in your spread, it's saying done, no more. I'm in a place in my life where I don't want any, gonna have any sort of like challenges, anything that stresses me out, any burden, any burnout energy. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. And good for you, Virgo. Good for you. Now, again, 10, the end. So, funny thing about this card, it's a card of new dawn. Those dark clouds are actually clearing, okay? Sun's coming through. The man here, completely impaled by the swords. Look at his hand. It's a hand gesture of the Hierophant. Blessings. So, very interesting. Anything that you have gone through that has been a little bit challenging, may have been like a struggle, learn from it. Empower yourself from it. And make sure that you know enough of what happened. It makes you a better version of yourself. And so that you never have to go through that experience again. That's what this card is. And then remember, you got the huge card of karma here. So you're good. You're absolutely good. And then lastly, you got the Tower. So your life is going to change in a big way. Now, the Tower, here's what I'm going to say. A lot of people fear this card. A lot of some readers misinterpret it. Here's the thing. Number one, never fear the Tower card. When you fear the Tower card, you already create a blockage for yourself. Number two, the Tower moment doesn't happen to you. It happens for you, okay? So this is a card of like chaos and destruction, and it's a card where something very unexpected could be a life-changing event, all right? But again, remember what I said. The Tower moment happens for you. It happens for you, not to you, okay? So in the moment, it could feel very like, oh no, like, right? But I always say it, life isn't a Disney movie, okay? We have challenges every day. Everyone has challenges every day. This is a significant one that's in your final outcome, okay? It's in your final outcome, indicating there's going to be something unexpected and quite possibly challenging that happens in your life in July, okay? But I'm going to show you something here. You see the lightning striking the crown off the tower. You see, let's call them flashes here, the 12 flashes on the left, the 10 on the right. In the tree of life, we have the flashing sword, flashing light, whatever you want to call it. Those 12 yods, the flashes, represent the 12 constellations. The 10 over here, the 10 spheres in the tree of life. 10, 12 equals 22. There's 22 paths in the tree of life. This is fated, okay? This is fated, and it's happening for you, okay? Because it's saying that there is, well, the funny thing is, the energy that I'm picking up is that you want it, okay? Look, coming right after, look at this. You want this. It's clear as day. You want this. There could be something happening in your life right now, happening in July, where you're just like, burn it down, build it up. Okay, so a lot of it is going to be spiritual for you too, okay? Because the Tower is ruled by Mars, and remember, Mars in the first half of the month is actually, it's still in Leo. Remember that, okay? And so that's in your 12th house, subconscious, intuition. So there could be something inside you intuitively where you're just like, oh, I just want to get rid of, I want to surrender this part of who I am. That's not who I am anymore, okay? That is the bigger message I'm getting. Some Virgos, for sure, there's going to be something where it may be a little challenging for you. And I always say, Tower moment, think of a scale. For some Virgos, it'll be like a 1. It'll be like, oh, that was it? All right, next, let's go fishing, right? Some Virgos, it may be like a 6 or a 7, and you have to sit there and think about, okay, why did this happen? What do I have to learn from it? Okay, before I go into this new chapter, remember you got 10, 10, 10 in your staff here. 10, 10, 10. That's 3 10s. Okay, that's big, big change, big life change. Okay, big life change. And then if you want to, we'll even clarify it. You got the 7 of Cups and the Ace of Swords. You're good, Virgo. You're good. Know that this is happening for you, okay? Not to you. I'm also going to point out these 2 people falling from the tower, they're going to hit the ground, okay? They're going to be grounded after this moment, okay? Fated, meant for you. Because what it's doing, bringing you opportunities, okay? Now, again, remember, Neptune is retrograde, but that's good because it's like spirituality. And the only reason I bring that up is because this is a card of like illusion and delusion, but it's saying that there will be opportunities. And Virgo, it's better to have opportunities than none at all. But just be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you wish for. That's the biggest message coming through, because you will have opportunities, and it can be relationships. It can be homes if you're looking for homes. It can be career options. Read the fine print, okay? Read the fine print. All right, that's all I ask. That's all I ask. But at the end of the day, remember what I said from the very beginning of this reading. This is a month where you are going to want changes. You are going to want different things. You are going to ask yourself, what can I change about my life? Or what can I change in my environment to make things more conducive to what I want to make me happy? Okay? And then lastly, you're good. You got the Ace of Swords. Virgo. Oh my gosh, you're taking my breath away. Just to be very clear here, aces change, swords change. 10, 10, 10. Hanged Man. This is going to be a life-changing month for you, okay? Aces, new opportunities, okay? New opportunities, new paths, new journeys. Swords, the mental suit, sure, but that's intellect, that's logic, that's communication. But so it's like having this mental breakthrough, okay? Having this mental breakthrough, but victoriously. You see the crown, okay? And it brings a sense of peace. You see the olive branch, all right? Secondly, it seems like some of y'all will be signing contracts with the Ace of Swords coming after the 7 of Cups. So, if you lose your job, relationship, and that's another thing with Venus retrograde. A lot of people from your past come back, and there's a lot of breakups because you realize the relationship you're in isn't the one for you anymore. I mean, like, there's a lot that happens during Venus retrogrades, okay? Especially when it comes to love, matters of the heart, okay? But this is saying that whatever happens, new opportunities sprout. And you have that change that you want victoriously. I mean, like, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. This is, oh gosh. When I say this is a life-changing month, that is for every sign, but for you particularly, like, oh my gosh, you just made my voice crack. That's how big this month is. Now, as I promised, I break it down week by week, Virgo. Let's go ahead and see what's going on for you every week this month. So, the first week of July, yeah, we kick it off with the Sun sextiling Jupiter. I mean, you cannot get luckier. This is such a lucky day. And then Venus and Mars, they're like 2 to 3 degrees away from each other. Like, you'll be able to see them in the sky. I mean, this is I almost cursed. Such a great day because Mercury is also sextiling Jupiter that day too. This is absolutely amazing. And then the day after, Venus squares Uranus, but that's a good square. That's when it makes you question your relationships, the things that, you're passionate about, your values. I actually love that day. And then July 3rd, we have that full moon in Capricorn, which is absolutely huge. Virgo, that is in your 5th house. It's your 5th house of pleasure. It's your 5th house of family, love, romance, children, creativity, self-expression, procreation, sex. Just pleasure, okay? Pleasure. Now think about what happened for you back in January 2022 when we had that new moon in Capricorn. Something around that time could come to there could be some activity around this full moon, okay? They're linked together. Remember, Jupiter is still very active with Saturn, okay? And so this is, Saturn is Capricorn's ruling planet, all right? Remember, he's on his best behavior. He's like he's the fun uncle right now. He's the fun uncle. And so also Mercury sextile Uranus on the 6th. Like, this is just an amazing week. The first week of July, mind-blowing amazing, okay? Mind-blowing amazing. So let's see what's going on for you. And because it is a pretty big full moon in Capricorn, I'm going to do 3 cards for this week, okay? So for Virgo, let's see what we can expect for Virgo for the first week of July. Five of Wands, the Death card, 2 of Cups. This is a life-changing month for you, Virgo. Life-changing month. If I had like a blowhorn, I would do it right now. Virgo. So first of all, 5 of Wands, child's play. There's going to be something that goes on that's just kind of like it's like more annoying energy, and it could be just like I'm getting more of it's more you, like up here, like things are happening, so many things are happening, but it's almost like, again, it's really corresponding with where is it, the Temperance in your challenge area. Just go with the flow. Don't try to force anything. Don't try to prove anything. Just go. Go. Ride this month out. Just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Okay. Everything that you want is coming. I mean, trust me. Everything you want is. I mean, like, don't forget you have the 8 of Wands in the heart of your spread. Don't forget that. That's crazy. And then, boom, you got Death. That transformation. Remember, I said the Hanged Man comes right before Death, and now you got Death. First week, okay? First week of July. This is absolutely bonkers. And then, there you go. You got the 2 of Cups. The card of true love. The card, in layman's terms, the soulmate card, the twin flame card. This is the card of love transcending time and space itself. Remember, Saturn in Pisces in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So if you are not here for love, if that is not a thing for you, and a lot of things are going to change with relationships, with Venus in retrograde, if you are in a relationship, okay? This is saying it can be work-related or career-related, okay, as well. And lastly, self-love, all right? Self-love. Big time. I don't even know what to say. You're good. You're good. This is turning out to be your most transformative, the biggest reading that I've ever had for you, Virgo. I still can't get over the 10, 10, 10. And then the Tower with the Ace of Swords coming after it, and then the Hanged Man, and now you got the Death card. I can't get over that. That's crazy. Now, the second week of July, Mars goes into your sign. We're good, and I'm going to talk more about that during the weekly readings, okay? That's big, okay? Pretty big. And then Mercury goes into Leo, all right? So that's also very big. And so when you add those 2 together, oh my goodness, like, it's like straightforward communicating, right from the heart, being confident, being very also like detail oriented, like not letting anything like slip through the cracks. I absolutely love this. And then the Sun sextiles Uranus on the 11th as well, on the 14th. Oh my goodness. I mean, when I say, like, remember, Uranus is a planet of surprises and unexpected things. Like, it's sextiling the Sun. This is amazing. All right, so let's see what's going on for you for the second. Ooh. that flipped over. Let's take that as a clarifier, okay? Because I don't feel that that's your card. So let's see what's going on for you for the second week of July. Yeah, okay. This is what I was feeling more. That's good. Oh my goodness. You got the Eight of Pentacles, which is Sun in Virgo. And then the King of Cups. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're absolutely good. Gosh. Virgo. This is you working toward your goals. It's like nothing's going to stop me. This is like, remember how I said Mars in Virgo with Mercury in Leo? There you go. And this card is actually ruled by Sun in Virgo. This is you. This is nothing can stop me now. I'm so focused on my goals. This is Karate Kid, wax on, wax off. Like, practice makes perfect. And all I want to do is win at the end. I want to, get to the finish line. I want to, reap my rewards. I want to reach my legacy. You already got that here. With the King of Cups, it's just going to make you, like, emotionally stronger, but also very emotionally stable. There could also be someone in your life that really does help you through this along your journey too. And it can be a spirit guide as well as a message, intuitively. All right, your guides. If it's not a physical person, and it doesn't have to be a male, by the way. This is just masculine energy. But King of Cups is really on top of his. He's so emotionally stable and very intuitive. He's like the most psychic king, and so yeah, a lot of y'all will have that intuitive download. So the third week of July is the biggest week of July. The biggest week of July, we have that new moon in Cancer. It's huge, Virgo. It's huge. Remember, 11th house. It's in your 11th house, your hopes and wishes, okay? And then that same day, Pluto's opposing the sun. We'll talk about that more during the weekly. It's just like there may be some sort of power struggle that day, but this is the week. I mean, July 18th, the North Node moving into Aries, South Node going into Libra. Your destiny is changing. Your life is going a totally different direction. Look at this. This is indicative of this big life change that's going to happen in your life. But this, with the North Node changing, I mean, in Aries, like that courageous, like leadership element to it, like absolutely amazing, like powering up toward your destiny. I absolutely love this for you. I mean, it's happening right with the new moon in Cancer. This is really crazy. I mean, talk about like, this is one of the most important days of the year, by the way. Okay, and we're going to talk about this more in the weekly. I mean, this is like, we're talking like cardinal grand cross here. I mean, this is insane. And then the sun trines Neptune on the 20th. And then the sun moves into Leo on the 22nd, the same day. Venus goes retrograde. I mean, this is just a week. This is a week. Okay. So, Virgo, let's see what's going on for you for the third week of July. All right. Yeah. You got the 3 of Wands. All right. So, your life is changing. This is not even, there's no question about it. Your life is changing, especially spiritually for y'all. It's like you have that moment of clarity. You have this like knowing, okay? You have this calling. All right. So your life is changing. This is your affirmation. This is all about change. Okay. And speaking of North Node going in Aries, this card is Sun in Aries. This card is all about change. This man wants to leave his village to go explore new things, to change his life, to see what's out there, and to do a lot of like self-discovery. You already got the Hermit. I mean, your life is changing. And then lastly, remember 3. Remember the Hangman. Let's talk about that 3. There you go. The 3. New creation. Okay. Now, the last week of July. Mercury goes into your sign. Mercury is a ruling planet. Okay, big deal there. We're going to talk about that more in the weeklies, but I want you to know that happens on the 28th, the day before, on the 27th. Venus conjuncts Mercury. This is absolutely one of the best days of the month. I mean, I can't even, Virgo. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for you for the last week of July. You're good. You do realize you'll be sitting in this throne, okay, before we get to August. You realize that, right? The emperor, the ruler of his kingdom, of his empire, but also his own destiny. Now, how crazy is this? Remember I said you got Sun in Aries here, right? The week that North Node goes into Aries, now you got the emperor ruled by Aries. What I want to tell you, Virgo, the last thing I'm going to tell you, the reason why these Aries cards at the end are so important is because that is your 8th house of transformation. Aries rules your 8th house of transformation. And so you got the Death card here. You're having all this transformation. And you're sitting in that throne. This is power. This is authority. This is mastery of self. Remember, we started with a Chariot in your past. You got the Wheel of Fortune. You have the 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups. I mean, I don't even... Did I even tell you that this is also a Virgo card? This is Mercury in Virgo. I mean, like, you... I mean, your life is going to change, Virgo. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Oh my gosh, my readings are just going way too long. Oh my gosh. But look at this. This is okay. I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much, Virgo. You're amazing. Your life is going to change big time. And I know I avoid saying that term, but your life is going to change. And I'm very excited for you because it's going to change in this very auspicious way with so much luck and abundance, new perspective, sitting in this throne, like you, the transformation, true love, the aces, your life is going to change. Thanks so much, Virgo. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.